What's good, guys? This is the Footy Sage back again with another video. Today, it's a big topic. Mark Goldbridge was right. That's what I'm saying. We've all seen the video. Listen, when he dissected it, it makes so much sense. It's the homegrown talent. It's been fucking us for so long, and we shot ourselves in the foot. It's our own doing. So, as you know, just diving straight into this, guys, there is a rule. You have to have 8 homegrown players in your team in a 25, 26-man squad, right? 8 when home. Let me just define homegrown. Homegrown is 3 or more years playing in the country, I believe. So the likes of Hannibal, Garnacho, next season they will count as homegrown. You don't necessarily have to be from England, which is why Evan Ferguson will count as being homegrown as well, etc. Someone tried to get onto me in the comments the other day saying Evan Ferguson's not English. Do your research, you joke, man. Like, that's not how it works. That's that you don't need to be from England to be homegrown. But anyways, the fact is, when we signed Mason Mount, and my head was gone. It's starting to make sense now because we wanted to get rid of Mason. We wanted to get rid of Scott McTominay. Sorry, we wanted to get rid of Maguire. West Ham offered a combined fee of 60 million, 30 mil for each. But when you really deep it, right, when you add the English tax onto players plus the Man United tax when Man United come in for players, right, the likes of your long staffs who are already being quoted at 45, 50 million. Yeah, you got to add on an extra 5 million for Man United coming in, 5 to 10 million, and another 5 to 10 million for the English tax. So you're looking at 65 odd million, yeah, for Longstaff. This is what we're doing. No wonder we rejected West Ham, even though technically it's a good deal. But the transfer market's broken, guys. But problem is, I'm going to go through the players that we have because you're allowed 16 international, like foreign players, and you're allowed, like I said, 8 homegrown. So Onana, Bayinde, that's the second choice goalie. Dallo, Reguilon, Varane, Martinez, Ericsson, Bruno, Casemiro, Amrabat, who's just come in, Anthony, Malacia, Pelestri, forgot Pelestri is 21, Martial, Lindelof, and Donny van der Beek is still on the books. It's got to say now Van der Beek, where I thought sad for him for time, but now I'm just thinking, what are you doing here? You got finessed, but just take it on the chin, leave the club and violate us in a press conference and talk about how shitly run we are. Do something, but it's crazy. But yeah, guys, even Johnny Evans, someone brought it up. I was like, oh my God. Even though this guy's like 4 decades old, he counts as homegrown. Johnny, and no wonder we brought man in. It was below the. And now when Rasmus Højlund turns 21 next year, we're going to be, for foreign players, we're going to be right there on 17, which means we're going to have to move players on, which is why when we moved on Fred now and I was fuming and we kept McTominay, it makes sense. Fred's the better player, but Fred had to go to make room for Amrabat, whereas McTominay could have stayed because we need a certain amount of homegrown players. Ain't that a fucking joke, people? Ain't that a fucking joke? Even Sancho counts as homegrown. So as much as you want to boot man out of the club, can we really afford to do that? Because once we get out Sancho, we've got to bring someone else in or promote someone from the youth. Some are saying Kobe Mainu. I like the look of him in preseason. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see him kickstart things off in the league. You know, picked up an injury in preseason, but it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. The way I see things going right now is we basically have, due to the Glazers, because they're just not going to spend the money that needs to be spent, I'd say we have about one player in, 1 player out per window. Because if we had Qatar owners, 2 windows, problem solved. We'll just pay off man that are shit, get out, rebuild. With the Glazers now, everything's a business move. Like we all laugh at. Well, I laugh at Levy. Yeah, we all laugh at Levy's antics at Tottenham, but he's a money man. That's exactly what the Glazers are, just pricks. I mean, we're just pricks. It's how. Where do I even begin with Man United right now? Where do I even begin? We got, what's the homegrown players in our team right now? Maguire, Sancho, Rashford, Mount, Garnacho, McTominay, Luke Shaw. This guy counts for like 3 players. Donny's been in for 9 years. Flipping hell, man. Wan-Bissaka, Johnny Evans. I think Heaton's gone now, right? Yeah. So it's just, guys, man, we shot ourselves in the foot. No wonder, and anyone that wants Ten Hag out, you're just an idiot, because whoever comes in next is just going to inherit the same shit. Get whatever manager you want. I've seen some of you saying in the comments on my TikTok, Eric Ten Hag out, Eric Ten Hag out. Okay, who you getting? Who do you want to come in? I'm listening. Nagelsmann? Is he all that? Man are saying Flick from Germany. Okay. Like what? Like, is he gonna come in and just turn us into it? No one's doing it. No one. Wake up, people. It's from the top to the bottom, starting with the Glazers all the way through to Murto. We can't even negotiate with players. You know, when people come to Man United, right? You do realize they're coming knowing full well that at the bare minimum their wages are getting tripled. If they're lucky, it's getting quadrupled. Yeah, it's sick. It's even you see the Anthony deal. I've got nothing against Anthony. He didn't come and say I'm a £90 million player. Come give me 200 bags a week, even though I'm on about 30 bags at Ajax. He didn't ask for that. We decided to do that because we went in for him last minute because we said we don't want him anymore. Then we went back, pissed off Ajax, and they doubled the price. Anthony's a £45 million player. If you know what I mean, if he spent £45 million on him, everyone would shut up. But the price tags are just it's the same thing of everything now. So I don't really get what your point is trying to get onto him. But we're going off topic because my question to you guys is, let's say hypothetically speaking, we sold Maguire and McTominay to West Ham for 60 million, right? And we had to bring in 2 homegrown players to replace them. Maybe, or 1. Okay, it'll be 1 because we've got Mount and we can promote a youth player. Still not looking good for 60 million. Who are you bringing in? Who? There's some homegrown players that come to mind, you know. How they look on transfer market. There's decent fullbacks. We don't need any. Ben Johnson, baller. Don't need another fullback. Marcus Tavernier from Bournemouth, baller. Don't need him. Another fullback. Brennan Johnson, just gone to Spurs. Don't really rate him anyway. Jacob Ramsey, that's my baller. Yeah, that's a £40 million player. For Man United, that's a £70 million player. 55 goes up to for English tax. Then it goes up to 70 with add-ons because Man United are coming in. We're not getting him, right? Gibbs White, that's a £40 million player. He got bought for 40 million from Wolves. Impossible. We're talking 80, 90 for Gibbs White, talisman of Nottingham Forest. Oliver Skip, Meady, don't even want him. Longstaff, just spoke about him. Meady, don't want him. Lewis Dunk, we're 3 years too late, 31. We could get him to replace Maguire. What's the point? What is the point? I'm not saying that because of the levels, but I'm just saying, what are we doing? What are we doing? Kick Maguire out, bring someone that's better than him in, that's got the same amount of time left. You might as well bring in someone to work with for a longer period of time. Big man ting, I'd consider a Welbeck return. That's how sad it is. Yeah, because Hoyland's out here trying to carry us already. Yeah, he showed good things in that Bayern game. It's one game I know. Yeah, Martial looked silky, but we all know he's got pretzels for ankles. He's due an injury very soon. Yeah, so what? Big man Tig, what? He's homegrown. Bring back Welbeck, man. It's not going to happen. I'm just saying it as a joke. But you see the dilemma we're in. Yeah, the best homegrown, yeah, would be Ivan Toney, who's on ban right now. Everybody wants Toney. Toney fits into every team I can think of. Go back to Newcastle being the main man. Isaac Wilson, sit down. Man United walks into our team. Arsenal walks into our team. Chelsea walks into our team. Tottenham walks into to that team. Like, he's starting wherever he wants to go. He's starting, barring Man City. Wherever he wants to go, he's starting, barring Man City. I just said it. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Amari Hutchinson. Now we're in the gutter. Remember that 12-year-old F2 freestyler? Forget about it. Sonic the Hedgehog, bruv. Little sprinter, bruv. Little light-skinned Dan James. Don't chat to me, bro, about Amari Hutchinson. We're not doing that, bruv. Allow it. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit. We sold Dean Henderson as well, who was homegrown. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, we sold him. Let's do this, because I was going through this earlier and it was hurting my head. Look at this, guys. I was looking at any homegrown talents we might have got rid of by accident. I'm going to share the screen with you guys. You can see that, yeah? Cool. So it's a shambles, really, when we look at it. This is from last season, yeah, when Ten Hag just came in. Let's look at departures first, all right? James Garner, homegrown talent. Let him go for 10 mil to Everton. Not really that bothered. You know what I mean? He's probably slightly better than McTominay. Don't care in it. Andreas Pereira is actually homegrown. Ten Hag wanted him to stay. When you look at how he's performing at Fulham now, and you look at our midfield options, do you know what? Bold statement coming in. Bold statement coming in. Wait, what can Mount do that Andreas can't? Seriously, what can Mount do that Andreas can't? It's not even a joke in it. It's not a grilling. Like, what might have a little bit of a bitter half turn, but I've seen Andreas get with his little late arrivals into the box for Fulham. Listen, Eric Bailly is hilarious because again, it's the homegrown thing that's fucking us. But listen, Eric Bailly's been he's been disrespected since the moment he got to the club. In it, there was a period where he was the best centre back at the club and was still getting dropped from Maguire. Yeah, this fucking homegrown talent thing's a joke. It's so annoying, bruv. Because Eric Bailly, if you ever see this, I'm sorry. Yeah, you should still be here and should be an important figure. Bro's only 28. You know, it's crazy. He's not. Man was saying injury prone. Listen, if you rotate your centre backs properly, that's not how it works out. Well, yeah, Eric Bailly is going to Heath Strong's homegrown. Don't care in it. Bro's at Luton right now. Whatever. Pogba's homegrown. You know, fuck. I actually forgot. Lingard homegrown. Yeah, Matic, Cavani, whatever. Matter. Tellez. Ahmad's not homegrown. Tuan Zabi, where the fuck is this guy, bro? Bro went from locking off Mbappe in a Champions League and we've never seen him again. I don't even know where he is. Bro was at Stoke last season on loan. Jesus Christ, bro. Jeez, man will say the injuries let him down, whatever, man. Jesus Christ. Dubravka, don't even remind me of that scrub. But yeah, the players that came in, yeah, Anthony 95. This is euros, so that's about 85 million pounds. 60 million pounds for Casemiro. Lissandro, about 50 odd million. Malacia. See, them four signings are good, innit? Obviously, the Anthony one should have been cut in half, but whatever. Weghorst. My manager asked for Gakpo and was gifted Weghorst. I'll say that again. My manager asked for Gakpo after the World Cup for less than 30 million and was given Weghorst on loan. Fucking clowns. Christian Eriksen worked out well. I won't allow Christian Eriksen to get grilled because when we signed him, he was never meant to play that many minutes. Never. Yeah. We were supposed to get this is what's supposed to happen. Obviously, it didn't happen in it. We're supposed to get Frankie de Jong and Eriksen, right? And then Eriksen can just come on, you know, and see games out. That was it. Maybe start the occasional game, play 60, 70 odd minutes, come off for someone else up and coming. Yeah, bro was playing bare minutes. Bro at one point was playing. He's still playing in the 8 next to Casemiro. Fuck me. Sabitzer on loan. Crazy. Jack Butland was on loan. He was homegrown. Hannibal will count as homegrown next season. Alvaro Fernandez. I don't know how long he's been at the club. I think he counts as homegrown. Zidane Iqbal left because we're fucking idiots for less than a mil. Kobe Mainu. Yeah. Dean Henderson. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck? That actually went over my head. Donny went on loan to Napoli, didn't play, came back and went to Stoke. Oh yeah, I remember now. Don't kill me. But you see that? You see what's going on here? You see what's going on here? Now look at this. This is where it's more of a problem. Look at our departures this season. Fuck me. Our most expensive sales with Dean Henderson and Alanga both for less than 20 million. We sold this is a bit odd. This is a bit off, I'll be real. Because Fred went for about 12 million, 13 million. I think Alanga went for 15 and Dean went for about 20. Yeah, we just got rid of Tellez for chicken change. But that's the Alanga and Henderson were actually our most expensive signings. Fred in third place. Fred for that money is criminal. Oh, wish Fred had a British passport, mate. I would have loved to see the back of McTominay, but he's here by default. But yeah, players in. One homegrown there, Mason Mount, whether we like it or not. But yeah, be in there. Heaton is Is he still there? Oh, he is. All right. Homegrown. There we go. Johnny Evans. Never should have happened. Luke Shaw. I've got my thoughts on him. Never should have got the 4-year contract. There's so much better out there. Look at Regulon. Like, it's not even a fucking joke. It's been 2 games, bro. 2. This guy's surplus to requirements at Spurs, and he's showing up. Sure, no, I'm not saying to sign, man, yet, but you see what I'm saying. Van der Beek, where is this guy right now? I don't fucking hell, bro. It's crazy, man. It's just it's not looking good. But where was I, man? Going back to the topic. The reason why I went through all of that was to see if we messed up anywhere because of the homegrown. But Mark Goldbridge got his spot on, because for anyone that's just arrived, if you know about the eight homegrown player rule, sorry, you must have 8 homegrown players in the squad. You can have up to 17 foreigners. We have 16 right now. Yeah. 17 is the limit. Hoyland makes it 17 next year when he turns 21. Luckily, Garnacho and Hannibal have been at the club long enough to be considered homegrown, even though they're international players. Tunisian? Is he Tunisian? Hannibal? I'm sure. I don't want to violate. I'm sure it's Tunisian, and then Garnacho is Argentina. But yeah, again, the 16 players are Onana, Bayindir, Dallo, Regulon, Varane, Martinez, Ericsson, Bruno, Casemiro, Amrabat, Anthony, Malacia, Palestri, Martial, Lindelof, and Donny van der Beek. Some would argue, not Lindelof, Van der Beek, Martial, arguably Ericsson could have been moved on. But, here we are. Here we are. We're in the gutter, guys. When you think about it, right? Look at this. When you think about it, we're in a situation right now where the Glazers will not give us the money. They don't have the money, to invest properly. So when we want to sell Maguire for 40 million, 40, fucking hell, 30, and we accept the bid, and Maguire goes, hang on a minute, you better pay me to leave. You're going to get some bread for this. I know I'm worth more than this, even though he's not. Like, you better pay. We can't afford to pay man to get the fuck out. Yeah. And then we deep that we can't replace him for 30 million. Yeah. What English, not even English, what homegrown player can you get for 30 million? Someone said, Zuma's homegrown. You could do a swap deal, Zuma for Maguire. I swear, I'm not even joking. We'd have to provide add-ons. Zuma's better than Maguire. It was a good shout, but seriously, we would have to give add-ons to West Ham. Maguire stinks. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Maguire, if we was to get rid of Maguire, what homegrown centre-back can we bring in for 30 million or less? Unless you're bringing in some 21-year-old, 22-year-old youngster who's unproven, and we've got to mold him into something. What? We can't. The same with McTominay, right? I said it already. We sold McTominay for 30 million. I would love to have seen the back of man get out the club. But what homegrown centre mid, are we bringing in 30 mil or less? What homegrown centre mid from the academy are we bringing in? Barring Mainu, barring Mainu. Who else do we have? Because he was already in Ten Hag's plans. Who would replace McTominay? Garner's gone. I didn't rate him that much either. I'm pretty sure Iqbal would have counted. We're fucking joke, man, for letting him go again. Less than 1 million. Yeah, we're joke, man. I can't think of anyone else. Can you? Hold on a minute. Who's commented? Martial is a good backup. Martial's backup is good. Martin is out for tonight's game. Fuck. Martin is out for Burnley. Fuck. Oh! Ah! fuck. Oh, wait. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. You guys are telling me Martinez is out for tonight's game, but I'm sure Mason Mount and Varane have been back in training, and they didn't travel with the Bayern game because it was close to full fitness. Hopefully, we see Martinez and Varane. If it's Martinez, not Martinez and Varane, sorry. Hopefully, we see Lindelof and Varane. If it's Lindelof and Maguire, I'm gonna be so real, innit? If Maguire plays against Burnley and we concede when Burnley don't even have a fucking striker, yeah, because you got sent off, yeah, they don't have a striker. If we concede and it's Maguire's fault, he's just done. I can't even get my words out. These men don't have a striker, yeah. If we go to Burnley and concede, and I see that Maguire is the reason for the goal going in, I'm gonna bang out. Yeah, Varane's back. Yeah, the injuries are peak, man. The injuries are a joke. It's a joke. All right, listen, bro, Ahmed. I know what's gonna happen, bro. We're gonna go play Burnley. Yeah, Maguire's gonna play somehow, even though Burnley don't have a striker. He's still gonna find a way to let whoever's playing up front score a goal because he's just shit. Yeah, it's Burnley without a striker. It's a joke, innit? And if that don't happen, the next worst thing to happen will be that somehow we just drop points and we draw. What I want to happen is Højlund comes through, scores, carries on his momentum. You know, Martial. Let's not even talk about Martial. Yeah, look, man. Let's not even talk about Martial because he's due an injury again. Watch against the Burnley game. We'll sort it up for a little bit and then just stink out of it. So we're going off topic, man. Going back to Mark Goldbridge, right? A lot of guys are saying that you guys all said it before and he was slagging you off. And now that he's saying it, he's just mimicking what you guys have said. Well, listen, at this point, I'm just glad that people can see what's been the truth behind our club, because you know the way it happens right now is, guys, the club, we're in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble right now. Hold on. Yeah, we're in trouble, guys, because the way it looks right now is with one player coming in at a time, right? Because of the Glazers, we'd have to move on to Maguire one at a time. You say we move on Maguire, then, you know, we get a little bit of, let's say we get 30 mil from Maguire. We've got to move him on. We've got to do a lot of research. Yeah. Find a homegrown talent somewhere in the Prem, or really, really do a thorough research in our academy, see if there's anyone that we can mold into something, and then save that 30 mil and put it towards something else. We've got to do that and reinvest the money carefully. Even if we've got a little 10 mil put on top of the 30 mil we get from Maguire, it's still going to be hard to find a replacement for 40 million today's market, yeah, because 40 million is the new 20 million, yeah, and 70 million to 80 million is the new 50 million. So it's a problem. So, like I said, in one window, we'd have a whole transfer saga just trying to find one centre back to replace Maguire. Then we never do anything in January, so we'd have to wait another year, a whole transfer window again to find a replacement for Scott McTominay. Yeah, that's two. By then, Evans would be gone as well. Another homegrown gone, who no one rates anyway. We've got to go for another homegrown for Evans. See, that's 3 years wasted already, because the Glazers, unlike Qataris who would get it done instantly, the Glazers are just stush. They're stingy with their money. So it's not happening, guys. Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. And then the homegrown players that we do have that could come in, they're just the homegrown players that do come in. Who's put a comment here? These injuries are starting to piss me off, bro. Someone called it, you know. I forgot his name. I forgot his name. But someone called out our fitness coach and said, just get him out. You know what? Maybe, you know, because I don't remember this many injuries. The only person I remember being this injury prone was Martial. That's it, isn't it? Like, I know he's due an injury. And I know that Varane's due an injury every 5 to 6 games. He just got an early one. So, but everyone else is concerning. Malacia, Luke Shaw, my thoughts on Luke Shaw. Everyone knows my thoughts on Luke Shaw. He's got his 4-year contract now, bro's taking a breather. How can Ten Hag? Bro, this is the point, isn't it? Like, this is what makes me. This is what annoys me about people that say Ten Hag out. You're saying, how can Ten Hag deal with this? He can't. He can't. Let's go through this. He asked for Gakpo. Yeah. Let's just go through everything. He asked for Gakpo after the World Cup, after a good performance. He got Weghorst on loan. Yeah. He asked for De Jong. Fair enough. De Jong didn't want to leave. Fair enough. Didn't even get a replacement. And now his replacement a year later is a completely different player in Mason Mount. Yeah. Someone argued Sofyan Amrabat will do that job now. We need to see him come in. He's much of a lesser version of him, but we'll see. He asked for 3 centre-backs before Johnny Evans. He asked for Todibo. Didn't get him. He was pushing for a move. He asked for Pavard. Ended up at Milan. He asked for Kim Min-jae. That was the first option. Who he played against at Bayern. He was decent, by the way. Didn't get him. Somehow we were stuck with Johnny Evans on a 1-year contract when he just got relegated with Leicester. How the fuck is that Ten Hag's fault? Yeah, it's not. But you can, again, it's the homegrown thing again. That's finesse. What do you guys think of the homegrown rule? Because I don't actually think it's a good rule, because you're forcing players. I don't want to say you're forcing English players to play the game, but if you're not good enough, we're just going out of our way to shoehorn you in to make it work. This is why the likes of Jack Grealish, for 100 million is fantastic business. It is. Declan Rice, fantastic business. It is. Because at the end of the day, you got to pay for the quality. It's the English tax. Yes, it is. But everyone knows that there's not that many good English players. Declan Rice is exceptional. Look at him at Arsenal. Yeah, whole new breath of fresh air in the midfield. Jack Grealish as well. Yeah. Off the left-hand side, it took him a while to get into the team. It's worked out. Even Calvin Phillips that you guys laugh at. Calvin Phillips, he's there for the homegrown reason. He's okay with just sitting there and doing nothing and collecting his paycheck and getting 1 game a season maybe, because he's just part of a winning team and he's needed. Otherwise, they'll just go and get another English player to sit on the bench anyway. That's why Cole Palmer wanted to play. He said, I'm not doing this no more. Fair play to him. He just wants to play. Phillips don't care, clearly. And he still gets picked for England. That's a conversation for another day. But this is why we're in trouble. We're in so much trouble right now. And Ten Hag can't do anything about it. Because we looked at Declan Rice. We was never getting Declan Rice. Never. We spent 60 million on Mount. That's the best we could do. And look, to recoup the Mount money, we would have had to sell Maguire and McTominay, 2 homegrown players at the expense of 1 for 60 mil to West Ham. It wasn't worth it, which is why it happened, which is why Fred went instead of McTominay, which is why Eric Bailly went instead of Maguire. He said if Ten Hag had his own way and these rules weren't in place, these men would have been gone for chicken change. If we had correct owners and we just said this ain't working out, just take the loss. Maguire and McTominay would have been gone ages ago. But we can't do anything. It's actually frustrating. What can we do? What can we do? Imran's spot on, Imran Connors, because Ten Hag can't deal with these injuries. We've got injuries. We've got Sancho, who's just calling out the manager. Sancho could be used right now. I ain't got a problem with Pelestri, by the way. I thought he was decent against Bayern Munich. That went straight out of my head for a second. But yeah, I'm expecting Pelestri to start. Sancho didn't travel the squad again, by the way. I'm not surprised. I'm expecting Pelestri to do all right with Burnley. Should be all right. He put up a decent little battle against Alfonso. Obviously, there was a clear winner there, but he didn't look completely out of his depth. He could have scored in the first 4 minutes, but that's a conversation for another day. But guys, what homegrown players, seriously, look, let's have a look. We'll go through this together. Yeah. First of all, before I look at the homegrowns, let's look at the English players, isn't it? Because some people are just really, for no reason, just hardcore and just want some English players in the team. I'll show you exactly why right now this is not possible, and I'd avoid it at all costs. Take a look at this, guys. This is the current England squad that travelled. Let's just say hypothetically we get any of these guys, right? We should have kept Sam Johnstone, by the way. That's a conversation for another day. But let's say you wanted Tomori. Will never happen anyway. Never happen. But look at that. That's his value, 40 million. Absolutely not. Yeah. Bro won a Scudetto. He's solid for Milan. Is he their captain? I might be bugging out. I'm sure he's their captain. Caps for England, 3 caps or whatever. That's just down to Gareth Southgate. No, I had an extra 20 million pounds on for English tax, 60 million. I had another 15 million pounds on for that Scudetto, still holding weight. 75 million pounds. I had another 10 million pounds on for Man United coming in. 85 million pounds for Tomori if you want him. In today's market, you'd argue that's a good price, which is actually sad. Deep what I just said, right? 85 million for Tomori. Now, if you want Gahey, you could probably get him for 50 mil. You probably could. Yeah. 60 mil. No, 55 mil. Yeah. 10 mil English tax, 10 mil United's coming in. 55 mil, you could get him. Yeah. Dunk, because of his age, you could get him, but like I said, it's not really worth it in the long term. He'd be great for us for 2 years, and then we'd be on the lookout again. So you probably could bring him in for a 30 mil. Cool 30 mil. I wouldn't do it though. Fantastic player though. Should be in the England squad over Maguire every day of the week. Kieran Trippier. Now I'm starting to think, fuck. But we ended up with Wan-Bissaka, who's also homegrown. At the time, guys wanted to move on Dalot and bring in Trippier. I like Dalot a lot in it. If we're just going to move on Dalot just for the sake of the English rule, I wouldn't have done it. And if you wanted to bring him just for talent, cool. But Trippier is a fucking cold right. I didn't know he was 33 though, but he's solid, man. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. Newcastle. Conor Gallagher, forget about it. I don't want him anywhere near my club, but he would cost you about 50 million. Henderson, safe. Eze, this is the mad thing, yeah? If we wanted Eze's the key. Oh, if we had Eze right now. Oh, Rashford and Bruno, be fucking worried. If we ever signed Eze, which will never happen, be worried. Your spots in the team are not safe. Your spots in the... If we sign Eze, Ericsson, bye-bye, sold. Even if for what, we'd get like 2 million for him, so what? Yeah. Bruno, bench. Mount, be worried. Rashford, be worried. Bruno, be worried. And it will never happen, but I'd love it. I can see him at an Arsenal. God forbid he replaced the Havertz. Oh my God. But look, 40 mil, you must be sick. 20 million added on for the English tax and the fact he's just sourcing up the Prem. 25 million, that's 65 already, right? Man United come in, I promise you, slap on 25 mil on that. That's 90 mil for Eze. It's not a joke. I'm not even just saying this as it is. Let anyone try and bid for Eze. The only team that will get Eze at a reasonable price is Man City. They'd get him for a cool 70. That's it. Yeah. Foden, City player, forget about it. Saka, Arsenal player. All right, cool, we're done. And then you get to Wilson, injury prone, wouldn't want him anyway. Good player though. But even him, we'd end up spending 30 mil on a Wilson. Do you see my point? Now, we go to the homegrown debuts of last season. There's not even much here that we'd even want. I had a look and I was like, fucking hell. Marcus Tavernier, like I said, is the only one that I like. That's Zamura, the left back for Bournemouth. Yeah. Semenyo Saliba, no get him. Lewis Potter, he's supposed to be very promising, but I just don't know about him. Lewis Hall, it's gone to Newcastle already. There's nothing here. Like, am I missing anything? Harry Suter, I like the look of him, but I've got PTSD with Leicester centre backs. Forget about it. No. Kobe Mainu is our knight in shining armor when he comes back from injury. He really is, because I saw enough in preseason for me to think, give him more minutes than Mount. But you know, it's dead, man. It's dead. It's actually dead. Like, what is here? There's nothing. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? We're a joke. We're actually a joke. Yeah, I just got a notification saying Martinez is out for the game. Did he pick up an injury in the Bayern? I don't think he picked up an injury in the Bayern game. Or did we play him injured then? I'm confused. But listen, we'll turn this into a slight United versus Burnley match preview as well, just slightly, because we're here now. We're talking on the subject. So my thing with this game is, honestly, we just put 3 past Bayern. However you like it, you can call it 2 because the third one was last minute, whatever, last kick of the game. We put 2 past Bayern. We could have put a few past during the game, if in better positions. Burnley ain't even a fucking 10th of Bayern. Yeah, I want 3 goals minimum. I'd love a Højlund brace. I'd love it, but I'll take 1 goal. I'd like to see Rashford still on the left, Højlund up front, Palestri on the right. Just keep that. I'd like to see the same team that played Bayern, really. You just have to swap out Martinez for hopefully Varane. Worst case scenario, Maguire. I'd love to see Amrabat in there instead of Ericsson. Yeah. I mean, if we do give him out minutes, which I don't really want to see, just put him on the right for a sub for Palestri because we're not going to play him in the 10 at the expense of Bruno. Like, we know how the politics works in Man United. If Bruno and Mount are fit, they both have to play at the same time. You can't do one for the other because we're a stupidly run club. So I don't know what to do. But in terms of how the game, I see it going, Reguilon starts with me as well. Listen, we should win this game 3-0. I'll be real. I don't want to concede. If we concede, my head will be so hot. The only threat they have is, I can't say the guy's name. He plays an attacking mid. He's got a decent turn in the midfield. But if we have Amrabat, he should get dealt with. If we have Ericsson, he'll actually run out, man. But besides that, it's Koleosho. And maybe Goodmanson for a bit of experience. He can whip one on his left foot, but come off it, man. Like, please. Like, they ain't got a striker, like I said. He's got fucking red. Like, we should not be losing this game under any circumstances. If we lose this game, I will truly be rattled. This will be worse than I laughed at Chelsea when they drew to Bournemouth, innit? I thought that was funny. This will be the worst result in the Premier League if we don't defeat Burnley. This will be I'm calling it now for the whole season. If Burnley get a win out of us, I don't care if they're at home. If Burnley get a win out of us, and if God forbid they put more than 1 past us, yeah, this will be the most embarrassing defeat in the whole season. Yeah, and I don't expect it. I'm not scared. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Yeah, 3-0 United. Højlund brace is what I'm banking on. I'll take 1. So I'll just go for 3-0 United. Rashford, Højlund, and a Bruno pending. Yeah, 3-0. They're not scoring. And that's what I'll take it. You know what I mean? But let me remember to like, comment, and subscribe, by the way, guys. I forgot to say that. But yeah, there's more content coming soon. This also counts as the match preview now. So I'll post a match reaction either tonight. I need to find out if I'm going out somewhere tonight, or else it'll be early tomorrow morning. I'm going to make a separate video also talking about why I don't think we're going to end up getting top 4 and why it's not necessarily our fault. It's just from top to bottom, our club's just a shit show. I might be having a guest on for that one. It's good to have the opinions of other people. Make sure you're there because I like to put your comments into the show. I didn't even realize I could do that. So you learn everything every day. Fucking hell. At least you could have just done this. Whoops. Yeah, that was a good comment. How can Ten Hag deal with this? But yeah, with the homegrown thing, it's a serious problem. And I don't really think it should be a rule because, like I was saying before, it just forces the more wealthier teams can get it done and just bring in whoever they need and not care about the cost. You know what I'm saying? Like, City actually outbidded Arsenal. It's just that Declan Rice chose Arsenal. Like, do you see what I mean? Like, not every club can do that, so it's a bit harsh. The only thing I can say is the lower teams, though, when they do have a gem, then you can get money from them. Like I said with Brighton, Evan Ferguson's been quoted at 100 mil. Donny's 18. He might not have even cheat yet, bruv. Like, Evan Ferguson might not have even clapped some cheeks yet, and bro's being worth 100 mil. Don't get me mad, bruv. Listen, the transfer market's finished, bruv. It's peak. So like, we can't do anything right now. What can we do? With the owners we have, we're not going to be getting shit done like that. Just telling them, all the managers that have come in, previous managers, just make it work. Yeah. And if we let them see out their contracts and let them leave on a free, it's also a loss because we're not getting anything for them. But then again, the players that we're trying to sell don't even want to leave. Yeah, there's so much shit going on. And it's the homegrown talents that are leaking shit to the press. Do you honestly think it's the foreign players that the English press are getting onto anyway? Really? The foreign players are always the scapegoats. So Sancho, about the scapegoat thing, listen, bro, hey, if you think you're a scapegoat, hey, what was Pogba, G? Am I Ten Hag out? God, no. I'm Ten Hag in. I'm telling. There's so many problems. Listen, there's this. If anyone's Ten Hag out right now, I don't know what's going through your brain. Because if we sack Ten Hag, let me put that up. Am I Ten Hag out? No, I'm not, bro. Golden Death Rage. Yeah, I'm not Ten Hag out because the way I see it is whoever we bring, who first of all, who we bringing in. I said this already. Who? What? Oh, Nagelsmann, please. There's no one to bring in. Secondly, he's not done anything wrong. Ten Hag, bro, was giving shit like trash last season. Dead food. Asked for Gakpo, got Weghorst on loan. Yeah. After all that hype for De Jong, got fucking Sabitzer on loan. Bro still got us to 2 cup finals and won one of them, and we got third, regardless of the shit football we played, because he accepted the fact our team was too shit to play. He wanted to play. Yeah. And now he's not even, it's got to the stage now where he's completely abandoned his philosophy, which I'm not happy about, but he just had to do it because our players are shit. Yeah. Like, I can't, whoever comes in next, or the players, if Ten Hag goes, the players win again. These toxic shit homegrown players that refuse to leave the club. The Maguires, the McTominays, yeah, the Luke Shaws. Bro, the bro's been here for nearly a decade, 9 years. How can I be Ten Hag out when we still got the same players that have failed 3 managers? It's clearly not the managers. It's not. When we get these shit dead food out, yeah, these dead homegrown players, and we actually bring in a decent amount of players that the manager wants, the manager's backed, yeah, the fucking Glazers fuck off, yeah, and we're just a completely cohesive club as a whole, and we're running well, and we start our season out with 80% of the players, my first choice players that my manager wanted, and then we're and we've played the first 15 games of the season, and he gets 8 draws, 2 losses, and 5 wins. Then we can talk about sacking Ten Hag. Yeah, then we can talk about it when he's got a fair amount of what he wants and the club's run properly. But right now, yeah, bro's getting 3rd and 4th choice options. Yeah, he's still made it work, but he's getting, but then he's being told to carry on with the shit just because he made it work once. Yeah, I can't be Ten Hag out. Bro's been giving me happy days even with this shit. Anyone that's Ten Hag out is just a clown. I'm not saying that, bro. I know you're just asking me a question. I'm not getting on to you. You're just asking me if I'm Ten Hag out, innit? So don't take offense. I'm just going on a rant because anyone that says, let me know if you're Ten Hag out in the comments. But anyone that says that they're Ten Hag out, it makes no sense, because you can be Ten Hag out if you want, but the next manager that comes in will give us 1 good year. You'll get gassed again, and then he'll be giving shit, and then the cycle will repeat. Yeah, Murto needs to fuck off with his shit negotiating. We need a whole new negotiation team. We need a whole new medical team. We need a whole new fitness team. Yeah, because players are getting injured. Players that are on shit wages. Deals are getting done for shit money. Yeah, we can't move on players. We can't even find hidden gem. We need a new. We should have never got rid of Ralph. That's a whole video. That video is coming soon. It's called Ralph Was Right. I'm going to talk about when Ralph was talking about the whole, when he said we need an open heart surgery for our club, and everyone laughed at him and said, shut up. Yeah, the players tried to bully man behind the scenes, you pussies. Yeah, he's right. You man need to dip. Listen, if I was, hey, I'm gonna be really harsh soon. I'm gonna do that when that video comes out. I'm gonna talk about who genuinely, minus. Listen, I like players, but I don't fucking know them in it. So when I do that video, it's cold blooded. I'll tell you who can go and who can stay in it. Like, listen, and it will be a hypothetical scenario, because it'll be a scenario where Ralph stayed. Yeah, we done even better than we did last year. Qataris take over, Glazers fuck off. Yeah, I don't know who's the other youth that wanted to buy the club. I forgot his name, but I don't know. But man said, yeah, hold on. I believe in Ten Hag. Glazers are really making him look bad with the way this. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Because, like, how do I put it without rambling on and repeating myself? Because I need to make this loud and clear. These United fans right now were so split that it's annoying, because you got your idiots that say get Ten Hag out and believe that whatever manager comes in will be our saving grace. I tell you right now, if this will never happen, hypothetically speaking, we get Pep, right, and we put him into this club right now, and change nothing and just say, Pep, make it work. He will not make it work. He will consistently get us top 4, and that's it. He will do. He'll. Ten Hag might not even get us top 4. Pep will guarantee us top 4, and that's it. We will never win nothing with Pep. I can't believe I'm saying that. If he was told to keep this squad, yeah, and we would give him nothing else and say, make this work, he's not winning shit. He's not. You think he's going to get our. You think he's going to get. Listen, the only players that will be of use to Pep in our team right now are probably Malacia because he can do the inverted role, Lissandro because he's a good ball carrier, Amrabat because he's a ball carrier. Bruno would be absolutely useless to this guy. Yeah. Ericsson ain't. Nah, mate. Nah. Rashford, nah, mate. Nah. Doku's shitting on you, mate. In terms of IQ, maybe not a bit ability and physique. Martial, forget about it. Hoyland, listen, mate. You got to get past Alvarez and Haaland. It's peak, man. Like, it's not looking good. It's not. There's just too many problems. Anthony, he's on the right hand side for my mind gone blank. He was on the right hand side. It would be Foden or Bernardo. Hey, forget about it. You can probably get a tune out of him, Pep, but forget about it. Pep wouldn't even look at, man. Bro wanted Rafinha. I'm saying, when Aggie was at Ajax, he wasn't even on Pep's radar. And I've got nothing against Anthony, like I said, because I actually think he gives us good balance. He needs to work on his end product. But listen, the homegrown things finessed us. There's not really any homegrown players to bring in that can replace the shit. We'd have to replace the shit with more shit. You know what I mean? It might just be a little bounce because it's just a brand new player and we'll be happy. But eventually we'll find out the shit we bought in to replace the shit. It's just the shit. If that made sense. You know what I mean? We bring in if you go and find some homegrown talent for 30 million to replace McTominay, you'll probably be shit within a year, man. I know you can find gems and it's not about the money, but we got to be careful with this stuff in it. Like I said, the transfer market's broken. A long staff who probably just a little bit better than McTominay. He's costing you 50 mil. And we're trying to sell McTominay for 30, not worth it. No one's replacing Maguire for that type of money. It's not good, isn't it? Evan Ferguson's quoted 100 mil. What can we do, eh? What can we do? We've got like Hannibal, Garnacho, Rashford, Sancho, Maguire, Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Johnny Evans. I think Heaton's still here. That's our homegrown players. Garnacho and Hannibal will count next year. Like, another thing as well is our squad's kind of too big, but no one wants our shit because of our shit squad. Yeah, do you know what we've done? We brought in players that we didn't really need. We just brought them in, freestyling in the market as usual. Giving them shit wages. No one wants them. They're in shit form. No one wants them. Or they're injury prone and no one wants them. And to make things worse, my mind went blank then. Shit. You know, no one's there. I'm just, man United are making me black out. He's crazy, bro. But listen, we're done out. Ten Hag's he's in a position now where it's not his fault and it is his fault to everyone else, which is stupid, isn't it? So for me, I can't see. There's no light at the end of the tunnel for this. What's going to happen is eventually the players like shitness will just really be in effect, and we'll go on a run of horrible games where we lose like 7 or 8 and a bounce, maybe towards the end of the season. And Ten Hag, God forbid we ever sacked him, because I might have to stop watching United for a little bit. I might have to boycott the club because I'm not going to get brainwashed into getting gas for whoever comes in next. For me, Ten Hag's the man. I remember when he came into the club, bro was airing the press. Bro got in his cab. Bro said, I got work to do. Bro came in on smoke, booted out CR7. Yeah. Bro came in, took the captaincy off Maguire. He was ready. But now the Glazers are slowly rubbing off on man. Slowly getting into man's head and brainwashing man. And I don't think Ten Hag wants to accept it, but he's being forced to, because he knew it was a hard job, but he didn't realize how fucking hard this really is, man. It's just tough. This is tough business at United. You're fighting with pricks, arrogant pricks as well. And the problems with Eric Ten Hag, one thing I'll say is fantastic coach, amazing coach. Talent ID suspect though. And when I say it's suspect, it's not really. You know what I mean? Because he knows the gems that are already out there that he's built, but it's about finding the next big thing. He's not good at that. He wanted De Jong. Everybody wants De Jong. We get it. Gakpo was a good eye. I wasn't sold. He's doing his thing at Liverpool. Fair enough. But yeah, Dutch. See what I'm saying? Lissandro from Ajax, Malacia, Feyenoord. Good business, but a bit suspect. You know what I'm saying? Ralph Ragnick. I'm not going to dive into this too much because this is for another video, which I'm going to post. It's coming soon. It's called Ralph Was Right. But just so you know, Ralph, before Caicedo went to Brighton, Ralph saw him. Before Diaz went to Liverpool, Ralph saw him. Before Alvarez went to City, Ralph asked for him. Guess what Ralph got told to do for all of them? Shut the fuck up. Now bro's manager of Austria. Really? We booted man out. Imagine the combinations if Ralph just bought the players that Ten Hag wanted. But Ten Hag was moving a bit scatty. Then I was like, hey, listen, I can do it myself. No, you can't, bro. You're my manager. Well, you got to be careful in it because when you can't get your De Jongs, I hear it. Everybody, he's a bad man. I thought he was going to convince him, but now, bro's sourcing it right now. João Felix and that man. I don't blame him for staying there at all. Don't. But listen, can't do anything about it, man. Can't. But guys, it's been a good stream. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I will be back with a Man United versus Burnley match reaction. It's coming soon. I will also be back with a video called Ralph Was Right. I'm going to post another video as well. What was the video? I forgot what it's called now. Give me a second. There's 3 coming. Give me a second. So I'll leave you guys with the correct information. Can't be doing my fans wrong. Appreciate everyone that's here, man. I just love to speak about ball and I love to hear your takes. Golden Death Rage, shout out to you for the comments. Where is it gone? Yeah, so we've got 3 videos coming. We've got Ralph Was Right. So obviously today is going to be a match reaction for Man United versus Burnley. And then in the week, I'm going to be doing Ralph Was Right. And then after Ralph Was Right, I'm doing a video where I definitely want all my guys there, where it's going to be building Man United's best 11. And we're going to build 2. We're going to build 1 based off the players we have available right now, which will whoever's fitting in the squad from next week. And then we'll just do 1 of just overall best players. Imagine everyone's fit. So make sure you're there. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with some more content soon, guys. Love the comments. Shout out Ahmed, Saban. Shout out Imran. Shout out Golden. Shout out Lookman. And I'll be back. Peace. Talk to me on TikTok as well.